What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Porch up here, and I'm coming at you with entry number 29 and then some. Entry number 29 of the June Vlog Challenge, which makes this entry 29, so that is June 29th, 2022. Tomorrow's the last day of this. It's also the last day tomorrow of us being in Mississippi before we head back to New Orleans for tomorrow. And then
No, Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, not New Orleans. Louisiana is what I was trying to say. And then we're going to be in Texas by the 2nd. So, right? That's the plan?
Well, we leave the 1st.
We leave the 1st. So
tomorrow's our last full day.
last full day here.
What?
I'm just looking at the baseball score.
Oh.
I'm getting really pissed. I'll get more on that in a minute. But, yeah, so we woke up this morning. We both were woken up by a huge clap of thunder at 6 o'clock this morning. And I immediately went back to sleep for a couple of hours. I also do want to apologize. I forgot to mention this. This is also the second time I'm trying to do this video because the last one, my phone died. But sorry for the late delay again. Apparently the thunderstorm knocked out the Wi-Fi or something because it didn't upload till like 8 o'clock this morning, 9 o'clock this morning. So I don't know what that issue was, but sorry for the late delay once again. It wasn't as bad as it was in Louisiana, but it was still kind of bad. But regardless, we woke up today, and that was a good start, if you ask me. And we dropped the dogs off here at daycare, which she's sweepy, very sweepy. Chandler's around here somewhere. Oh, he's right there. Oh, look, he popped up, but you guys didn't see him. But he's down there on the floor. Because real pimps get down on the floor, I'm told. So we took them to daycare and then went to the diner, which we thought had chicken and waffles, but come to find out that the chicken and waffles was taken off the menu due to short-staffed issues.
That's what it sounded like, she said.
And so, I mean, which is understandable. I'm in the restaurant business.
They cut their menu down over 50%, is what she said.
Which, it was a very tiny menu, but she was like, it's a very tiny restaurant. It seats like maybe 20 people, and that's a little high. That's a little generous.
Yeah, it's in the casino, though.
Yeah, it's in this casino, the Ocean View Casino, I think is what. Island View, and there's an Island View, and then there's a Ocean View, I think, right next to it. They're like right across from each other. But yeah, so we're like, we'll go to the diner. That sounds good. So we both had a patty melt and fried mushrooms. Mm-hmm. And fried mushrooms are good. The patty melt was like, something missing. So I doused it in mustard. She doused it in mayo, and she doesn't like the red onions.
Red onions on it.
Red onions, which I mean,
I like patty melts with white or yellow onions.
Yeah, I guess it was like the a la patty melt or something like that. You know, like something that they throw their own little twist on. Because like Hummers, where we are locally, is still the only patty melt I think I've ever gotten that has mustard instead of mayo with the patty melt, which I think is actually kind of like a signature like move that you do. But yeah, so afterwards we decided, hey, let's go to the casino a little bit and spend some money and, gamble and see if we can, win big, We did not win big. We actually were like $23 in the can. But it was cool though, because we did one of them. I can't remember. It was the Treasures of the Nile or something. I think is the one that you did, and you won a crap ton of money on that for a second. She at one point turned like $20 into like $45 or something like that. Mm-hmm. But and then I was on the one right next to it, and I turned $20 into like $25 or something like that. And then she puts a $5 bill in, hits the spin once, and turns it into like 11. So she just cashed out. She said, hold on to that.
Yeah.
But before we left, we cashed out and did one more round, and I didn't do so hot. She did better than I did. I think I gained like 50 cents, but you got like $1.35 or something like that. So that much closer to retirement, let me tell you. But before we left, I was like, oh, look, they have sports betting over there. I'm going to go bet on some games. And I try to do futures for Texas A&M to win the national championship because it was at 2,200. So, top of your head, 2,200 times 5.
Uh-huh. I have no idea.
What's 22 times 5?
I don't, well, 20 times 5 is 100, so
Yeah.
that would make it 110.
110 and add 3 zeros to that.
So, yeah, whatever that is.
So that's $110,000 if I placed a $5 bet on Texas A&M to win the national championship, and they won. So that actually would have been a nice little payday right there. But so I was like, but they're like, we can't do NFL or we can't do college futures. So I'm like, well, what can I do? They're like, you can just bet on the games there today. We got some baseball games and WNBA. I said, I don't know shit about the WNBA, and the chick behind the counter kind of laughed a bit. It's like, hey, at least I'm being honest. Like, I don't know jack shit about the WNBA. So I did a 3-team parlay, bet on my Rangers, which rule number 1, never bet on the teams you care about. So I did, and it backfired because it looks like right now the other 2 bets that I hit on the parlay are going to hit, but the Rangers lost 2-1 today to the Rockies. So go figure. A team that we were supposed to beat, and we ended up losing 2-1. But bet on the Rangers, they lost. I bet on the Dodgers to win, and they won. Not the Dodgers. Padres to win, and they won. And then I bet on the Dodgers, the spread, and so over. And it looks like right now they're about like 1 run away from actually hitting that, and there's still like 2 or 3 innings to go. So, yay me! I could have turned $5 into like $32, but the Rangers had to go and blow it for everybody. And so after that, we walked around the casino, not intentionally, but we went outside, and I was like, "Oh, we got to go this way," and then she's like, "No, let's go this way." And so we took the long way back to the car. And
in my defense, both ways would have been long because we exited out of the back of the casino.
Yeah.
And we parked in the front.
But I was like, oh, whatever. Let's walk. So we walked, and then we took I-90 down the beach, and then the more we went down the beach, she was just like, I want to go back.
The tide was higher today, way higher.
Because it rained since the last time we went, so she was like, oh my gosh, it actually is like, you can actually see the currents and stuff. She's like, I want to go. But she was wearing jeans, so she's like, I don't want to be the weird kid at the beach wearing jeans. So I was like, okay. So we kept driving. I was like, well, I'm sure we'll run into a store or something, because she's like, let's get us some shorts. So get me some shorts. And we accidentally ended up in the next town over, Biloxi, and they had a Walmart Boulevard. So there was a Walmart right there. So she got a full set, swim shorts and a active top. And she changed in the bathroom. She took the receipt and the clothes in the bathroom, and she's like, all right, let's go to the beach. So we went to the beach, and she unfortunately has a couple of cuts on her. And right now the beach is, the ocean's running rampant with a flesh-eating bacteria.
Well, with bacteria in general, the Gulf is so brackish here. You just have to be careful.
Yeah, so we're like, we don't want to risk it. So she just stayed on the shoreline and let the waves wash on her feet and her legs and stuff like that. And so she kind of baked a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of it.
You can show them my leg.
So
I'm not sitting up, but that part hurts, so I feel like
so she has this, sorry guys. So she had the sun facing that part of the leg, and you could see,
oh God, yeah,
you could see it clear as day. Her shoulders, you could see where her activewear top strap met and ended, and on top of that, also her back, she has a tattoo on her back, and there's like a diamond formation right around the middle of her tattoo. I was like, it looks like a church stained glass window, is what I told her. Is what her back looks like, because you can see like straps going like left and right and up and down. I'm just like, looks like church stained glass window. So I had to, after dinner tonight, had to run to CVS and got her some aloe vera spray, and had to get me some alcohol wipes, because your boy did a little thing where I went right back into the ocean, like I just fell flat into the ocean, and I landed on a rock. So right down the middle, there's just scratches right down the middle of my back. And at first I thought it was a seashell, and then I picked it up and it was a rock, and I'm like, damn it, I just threw it. So I had to clean myself up. I had to get her. So now now she can sleep because her part of the story is over. Well, actually, no, it's not, because we actually, for dinner, I guess kind of a segue into the June photo challenge, was I got what's called the Burrito Macho. 14-inch tortilla with red sauce and shredded cheese on top, and then in it was lettuce, tomato, and sour cream with chicken, shrimp, and steak. And I ate it, and it was immaculate. It only took me about half an hour to eat it. She had 2 margaritas, one peach and one tamarindo. They were out of raspberry, which I think actually would have been really good. The raspberry margarita would have actually.
I mean, those 2 did the job that they needed to do.
Yep, she drank them, and then she was like, "Yep, I'm buzzed."
This is why I don't drink.
She's like, I don't drink, but she definitely enjoyed it. I enjoyed my food. She was very surprised, as I was. We're like, Mexican joint in Mississippi. We're like, I don't know about that. But I mean, the freaking Gulf is right there, and I'm sure that, they have a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Culture than we know, for all we know. But I was like, she was like, I don't know how good this is going to taste. I'm like, well, you want to know what doesn't taste good is Mexican food from Minnesota. I actually had Mexican food in Minnesota, and I was pretty much told that the higher up you go in the United States, so we went across, but the higher up you go in the United States, so around Wisconsin and Michigan and Minnesota, it's sweet. The Mexican food is sweet. So it goes from spicy to sweet. And it's just like, and I could definitely taste it. Like the salsa was sweet. The enchiladas that I had a sweet flavor to it, not a spicy. I'm just like, this is weird. That and the waitress pissed off my grandparents. This was back in 2010, I believe. And the waitress literally took our drink order, took our food order, dropped off our drinks, dropped off our food, and she was gone the rest of our eating experience. So that really pissed off my grandparents to the point where they flat out didn't tip her. So Kayla and I used some of our vacation money. We pitched in a little bit and actually tipped her, because we're like, we're not just not going to tip this chick. I mean, she was terrible, but like the little meme that we saw back in the day, it was like, man, that waitress sucked. She was an idiot. Still got to give her at least 15% so the idiot can have a better life. Just something like that. That's kind of how it was. But yeah, so that was the photo. I took a picture of the Burrito Macho. And the 30-day music challenge today, the second to last. What do we got here? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. They got the 11 and a half. They got to 12. So freaking Rangers, dude. Freaking Rangers. Could have turned my $5 into 32. But no, they had to fuck around and lose to the Rockies. But anyway, so the song today was a song that reminds you of the 90s. So the song I was going to pick was, it's funny though, because it's a song that's based in the 90s. It was written in the 90s and came out in the 90s, but Smashing Pumpkins 1979 it definitely reminds me of the 90s. Definitely reminds me of that time period. I was born in the 90s, early 90s, but I definitely was fortunate enough to experience some of that stuff, some of that music, some of that culture. Some better than others, but some that were really good nonetheless. And since she's passed out, I probably can't get a good I can't get an answer from her, so I'll ask her tomorrow. I'll give her a twofer.
Wait, say it again.
Oh my God, she's awake. Holy shit, it's a miracle.
Say it again.
A song that reminds you of the 90s.
Oh. There's so many.
I know.
I don't know. Let's go with Nope, I can't think of the name. I can only think of the artist.
I'll probably help you out.
It's the Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet's Back.
Yep, that's the one.
Backstreet's Back. All right.
That reminds me of the 90s.
Yeah. Well, again, you know, Venus and Mars here because I chose a Smashing Pumpkins song and she chose a boy band song. So also this one right here also kind of loosely taught me because I'm a very slow learner, but she taught me how to play chess today.
You did a good job.
I did all right till my king got cornered, but you know what I mean?
That's the point of chess.
I was like, oh shit! Like she's like, anywhere you go, you're just gonna get checkmated. Like I was like, okay. So I'll end it here. But then I schooled her at checkers. So we played chess and checkers, and she beat me at Yahtzee. But the only reason she beat me at Yahtzee is because she got a bonus Yahtzee. She got 2 Yahtzees to my 0. So there you go. Nothing else to really talk about today. Like I said, tomorrow's our last day here in Mississippi, and I am. The thing I'm looking forward to the most post Mississippi is Stranger Things, Volume 2 of Season 4 coming out. We're going to be able to watch that in our hotel room, and I'm really excited about it. The last 2 episodes. It's about a 5-hour event, dude. It's like an all-day thing. Might as well be a pay-per-view. You know, 11 versus Vecna. I mean, place your bets. That would be the championship, you know, the title fight of the world. Prize fight for sure. Very excited about that. Very interested to see how they wrap up the last 2 episodes. And very sad that they announced that Season 5 is going to be the last season of Stranger Things. That's for sure. And I'm also scared to see who's not going to be in Season 5 of Stranger Things. Because they're apparently going to kill off one, if not multiple, of the main characters. And I'm not looking forward to it. And so that's all I got for you guys. Thank you all so much. Oh, yeah. Oh, the poll. Are you still alive to answer the poll just real quick?
Yeah.
So the poll question I had for y'all today was, would you rather have your IQ double or be able to record every moment of your life?
IQ double.
That's what everybody's pretty much said unanimously. Another one that I got off of Would You Rather, except I added a little bit of a different phrasing to it. It was IQ double or be able to remember everything in your life. Like from birth to death, you remember every detail of your life. I'm like, that'd be kind of cool if it'd be kind of like that movie Final Cut with Robin Williams where you remember like core memories and you can go back and rewatch those memories. Real quick side note about that movie. It's actually a really interesting plot because apparently Robin Williams' character witnesses a murder and he was the sole witness of that murder. So like the feds are after him to get that core memory so that they can kill him and negate the target so that he can't like present the facts like, oh, this is actually what happened. Very interesting plot if you think about it. My dad told me about it. I never got a chance to watch it, but my dad told me about it, if I remember that correctly. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. Sleeping, and I think Chandler's down there on the floor sleeping somewhere. So I guess I better join them. But guys, thank you all so much once again for dropping by. We got 1 day left of this. I'll be sure to make it a good one. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of the week and you guys have a fantastic weekend ahead. Enjoy Stranger Things. Enjoy your family time. Enjoy whatever you enjoy. And always remember, my little piglets, Colin Porkchop loves y'all the most. Y'all take it easy, guys. And I'll talk to you about tomorrow. I said manana and tomorrow mixed together. So, oh, look. She's saying night-night from beyond the other side. So, bye, guys.